Now, the winner of a competition known as the World Cup of Stations to determine the nation's very favourite has been announced.
Yeah, Emma is at the winning location for us this morning. Emma, where are you? Good morning.
Now, if I was to say to you, think of World Cup winners, perhaps...
It is just coming up to 20 to 7. John is here with a little look at yesterday's football, I think we're starting with.
A blip or something more concerning for Liverpool at the moment?
Or a deserved win for Manchester United?
Potentially.
Perhaps.
But to go to Anfield with all...
Go through this. Well, joining us now is Craig Jones, who is Chief Executive of the Royal Osteoporosis Society. Morning to you. I'm really quite surprised by this survey because it still seems that a lot of people aren't aware of the checks that they need to have done to check that their bones are OK.
Well, that's right, and half of women over the age of 50 will suffer osteoporosis.
Have treatments moved on at all? Because I know for many years that there really wasn't much to help people who had problems with their bones. What happens now if you're diagnosed with osteoporosis?
Well, the treatments have really improved.
I think one of the things that might be scary after a diagnosis is you think you might be frightened of being a bit fragile and not breaking another bone, but actually, as you mentioned, weight-bearing exercise is really important, isn't it? What do you mean by weight-bearing? Lifting weights, carrying the shopping, or just walking? What is that?
Well, all of those things really need the government to move on that rollout that they've promised.
Craig, good to talk to you. Thank you so much. Craig
Thanks for coming
Jones, CEO of the Royal Osteoporosis Society. Thank you.
8 minutes to 7 now. She's played a queen, a composer, a goddess, a master thief, but now the movie star Cate Blanchett is focusing on a real-life role as a conservationist.
The Oscar-winning actor has become an ambassador for Kew's Nature Reserve in Sussex and says it's offering much-needed hope for the future. Our science editor Rebecca Morell has been to meet her.
BBC News.
President Trump has insisted the ceasefire in Gaza is still in place, despite a weekend of violence which saw Israel and Hamas accuse each other of breaching the deal. Health officials in the territory say Israeli airstrikes have killed more than 40 people. Israel says the strikes were in response to attacks on its troops. Our Middle East correspondent Yolande Nell joins us now from Jerusalem. Morning, Yolande. What is the latest that you're hearing? How fragile is this ceasefire?
Was moving on.
Yolande, thank you. A football match in Tel Aviv was called off last night after what Israeli police described as public disorder and violent riots. Villa because of safety concerns. A new vocational qualification called the V-Level is to be rolled out for post-16-year-olds in England. They're set to replace some other qualifications, including BTECs, and will be designed to offer broad subject areas like engineering and digital skills. Our education editor, Bramwyn Jeffries, has more.
This can't be more enough. So we're currently practicing.
BBC News.
And we will be speaking to the Education Secretary, Bridget Phillipson, in about 20 minutes' time. That's at 7:30, just after 7:30 this morning. Now, a manhunt is underway in France for 4 thieves who broke into the Louvre in Paris, stealing priceless royal and imperial jewellery. The raid happened in tiaras, necklaces and earrings. Hugh Schofield is outside the Louvre in Paris for us this morning. And Hugh, it sounds like you couldn't quite make this up. A ladder and a window. What more do you know?
Was suitable at the Louvre.
Hugh, thanks very much indeed. Paris looking glorious in the sunshine this morning. Sounds like the script for a Netflix something, doesn't it?
Yeah, there'll be a drama before you know it.
Yeah.
It'll be available. Now, 17 minutes past 7, the husband and best friend of Claire Lomas, the inspirational fundraiser who died earlier this year, they've managed to take the total that she raised for charity past the £1 million mark. Dan Spincer, and well done for reaching that target. They've done so well. Yeah, past that £1 million mark. Congratulations to them. Now, something straight out of a horror movie for you this morning.
Matt? No.
Not Matt. The background. Morning.
It's a little bit mean.
Look at that.
It was a bit, wasn't it, Sally?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Not having that.
I know what he means. Thank you, Ben, Sally.
Hello, good morning. This is Breakfast with Sally Nugent and Ben Thompson.
John is here with this morning's sport. And
Morning.
are we going to talk about crisis at
Is it
Anfield?
a blip, something more worrying? I don't think many would have predicted that Liverpool would be in this position, having just lost 4 matches on the bounce as the league leaders and the money that they spent. But it was Harry
Surprising,
Maguire.
though, really?
I suppose it takes time to settle in, but still, I imagine that, you know, for United to go to Anfield to win, I don't think anyone probably would have predicted that, least of all Manchester United. And
Ben and Sally, back to you.
I'm sorry, Matt. I've been so unfair to you this morning, criticising all that rubbish weather you're bringing. But it's not your
It gives
fault.
a bit of variety, doesn't it? Keeps us talking this week.
Like, it's gone so blue and cold. I don't like it. But thank you anyway. You tried.
I'll see you later.
Now, from Eurovision all the way to Nashville, it has been 3 years since Sam Ryder burst onto the music scene representing the UK.
Yeah, since then he's ditched the spacesuits, he's performed at Glastonbury and he's been recording a new album in America. We're going to speak to Sam in just a moment, but here's some of his biggest hits.
All out. Everywhere we're playing is like at least 2 shows a day.
Oh.
So it's crazy. And then it all ends at Wembley on November 6th.
What's that like, playing 3 shows a day?
Oh, it's hell on earth, man. Yeah, no, it's class. To no one. But it was
exhausted. I mean, you know, of all the things I would describe you as, not low energy. So 3 shows a day.
Yeah, no, it's just the voice you got to be careful of. The body.
An independent investigation has been launched into an NHS trust where some grieving parents say their babies were failed. A BBC report earlier this year found that the deaths of at least 56 babies and 2 mothers at Leeds Teaching Hospital's NHS trust might have been preventable with better care. Divya Talwar reports.
So this is BBC News.
President Trump has insisted the ceasefire in Gaza is still in place, despite a weekend of violence which saw Israel and Hamas accuse each other of breaching the deal. Health officials in the rings. Well, Hugh Schofield is outside the Louvre in Paris for us. Morning, Hugh. What more can you tell us? What do the police know?
Morning.
Matt, thanks very much.
Well, good morning, Britain. Been a while.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
No, Ben, I've got this.
I nipped out for 2
everyone.
minutes.
Off we go. They wanted
And what's
somebody a
going
little
on?
bit younger, a little bit more handsome.
You're not having a fever dream.
Good job.
Piers Morgan, welcome.
Good morning.
Are we going to swap?
Let our
You
Ben
go
back
this side.
on.
Well, do we have to be quite so hasty? I mean, it's
Move
been a-
round.
Don't get too comfortable.
Ben, don't be so insecure.
Morning.
Piers Morgan, very early on a
Nip
breakfast
out
show.
for a woman.
Do you
I've
miss?
come all the way from London for this. I've got several nosebleeds just getting up here.
Do you miss the early starts?
Do you know, it was funny. I thought this morning, wow, breakfast TV again, because I did it for 5 years. Spent 5 years, I have to be honest, trying flag of success and just walked off. And that was it. So actually, you've never beaten me again. Because
Oh, I see, because
I wasn't there.
I just
one way of
wonder
doing it.
how you ever managed with, like, the 3:30 alarm call. I mean, how-
Well, I hated it, is the honest truth. It's like having permanent jet situation. I said, let me let you into a secret. If the presenter's hungry, it's like Hannibal Lecter. You've got to give Hannibal a meal, otherwise
presenter
something
then
terrible is going to
can't
happen.
speak. Yeah, exactly.
It's purely a needs must to function at this time.
No, but it's interesting. I mean, I did it for 5 years.
Did it drive you mad in the end?
Yes, I think we all go mad in the end.
Yeah.
I think I did go slightly mad, yeah. But I've always had a slight mad streak, so it just manifested itself through more... Yes.
Or traditional linear television. In, you know, there are certain rules around how you make shows like this. Not in so much as what you can say, but how you make them. Was that difficult for you?
Well, we're going to find out in the next few minutes, aren't we? Yeah, I mean, to a point. I mean, I always made the point. I was a former newspaper editor, so I kind of knew where the line was. Agree to disagree.
So if we make that parallel with politics, isn't there a danger here that actually a lot of people shouting at each other about their right to free speech, and they say, I think this, you think this. Politics is about consensus, isn't it?
Yes.
And that means compromise. Someone around that table has to say, OK, fine, you can have your thing if I have my thing. Is that the bit that's not happening?
Yeah, and I think it's driven by...
And we see you now on social media. Your platform is social media. It's a hugely powerful platform that you use. You know, a huge part of your career is on social media. And yet you said the problem is social media, yet the genie is out of the bottle. What can be done to change how divisive that is and maybe protect younger people from becoming too tribal too soon?
Well, I don't let my daughter...
Isn't that the problem, though, that so many of us just can criticise from the outside, from the sidelines? We all have views, but none of us are actually going to put our hat in the ring and say, you know what, I could change this. I could do this better.
Yes, it is, but I do think they're going to let me go because I'm prepared to stay as long as you want. I mean, it feels very comfortable.
Is that a
we're all
direct
blending
quote?
in very well, I think.
Piers Morgan prepared to stay on the red sofa. But our lead story this morning is Prince Andrew and him having his Duke of York title removed. When you look at the situation with Prince Andrew and the Epstein scandal from all those years ago now, which I know you have reported on and covered for many years, what happens next?
And let's go through everything.
Yeah.
Probably me, if you don't mind.
Me.
But actually go through everything now and just be honest. There's a power from genuinely being honest. And I think at the moment, he hasn't been fully honest about this. So we'll see. And talking of honesty, if I may, I've got 2 live shows this week.
Oh, here we go.
It would be remiss of me not to plug them.
Yeah.
I'm in Glasgow tonight, and I'll bundle.
You've had your moment. I think you've clearly
What were we
had
saying
your
about PM for PM?
Yeah.
Oh, you can feel them cheering from the rooftops.
Do you want to do the next bit?
Yes.
Yeah.
OK. It's on autocue. I know you don't love autocue, you just want to do it, but here we go.
I never really did autocue in
No, I
Good
know,
Morning
but
Britain.
here's the ultimate test.
Morning Live follows breakfast on BBC One this morning. Let's find out what they have in store with Gethin and Louise.
Woohoo!
30 this morning on Morning Live.
See you soon.
Completely confused by all of that.
I'm confused because I'm
Lost me.
still here.
It's definitely not Piers, I'm sure of that.
We'll see you later, guys.
See you soon.
We're finally going to let Piers Morgan go during the news, the travel and the
Happy
weather
to stay.
where you are.
Go.
Are we happy to have you, though?
Bordeaux.
How was the weekend? Back to you both.
No thanks.
That's a good game, isn't it?
No.
Let's watch the temperatures tumble.
Get wetter and colder. What sort of game's that?
It's your own little weather game, isn't it?
I don't like it. Try again.
I'll take it back to drawing board then.
Thank you. See you, Matt. Thanks very much.
Don't like that game.
No, we'll try another one.
Now, we're going to talk about a lady who has played a queen, a composer, a goddess and a master thief. But now the movie star Cate Blanchett is focusing on a real-life role as a conservationist.
Yeah, the Oscar-winning actor's become an ambassador for Kew's Nature Reserve in Sussex and says it's offering much-needed hope for the future. Our science editor, Rebecca Morell, went to meet her.
Sussex. 10 to 9. And you might remember that back during the pandemic, there was a huge focus on washing your hands thoroughly to keep yourself and others safe.
But it's because you have to do it with gel.
Are you still eating your omelette? You are.
Yeah. But
Sorry.
I'm going to wash my hands. Remember, though, everyone was walking around with that gel on.
Yes.
And everyone was kind of waving their
Singing
hand.
happy birthday while you wash your hands.
Exactly that. And so a hospital in Berkshire is trying a different approach. Rather than washing your hands at the sink, it's actually removed sinks from its intensive care unit altogether and instead opting for that antibacterial hand gel instead. Patrick O'Hagan has the details.
Makes us all think about it again.
Patrick O'Hagan there with that report. It's just before 9 o'clock.
Now, the winner of a competition known as the World Cup of Stations to determine the nation's favourite has been announced.
Yeah, Emma is at the winning location for us this morning. Emma, you're going to have to sell this to us because...
A little, yes.
Yeah, it looks a little cold and damp where you are this morning. Why is that place award-winning?
Look, on first glances...
Do we think? She is. No, she's not.
She's holding it up. That's what she's doing.
No.
All the other passengers are like, just get on the train already. We want to go. We've got places to go. It is nearly 9 o'clock, though, she said. Headlines coming up next. OK, Helena, thank you.
An independent investigation has been launched into an NHS trust where some grieving parents say their babies were failed. A BBC report earlier this year found that the deaths of at least 56 babies and 2 mothers at Leeds Teaching Hospital's NHS trust might have been preventable with better care. Divya Talwar reports.
So
President Trump has insisted the ceasefire in Gaza is still in place, despite a weekend of violence which saw Israel and Hamas accuse each other of breaching the deal. Health officials in the territory say Israeli airstrikes have killed more than 40 people. Israel says the strikes were in response to attacks on its troops. Our Middle East correspondent Yolande Nell joins us now from Jerusalem. Morning, Yolande. What are you hearing this morning?
Well,
Yolande, thanks very much. A football match in Tel Aviv was called off last night after what Israeli police described as public disorder and violent riots. The stadium was filled with smoke. Those on board the plane survived and were taken to hospital. A new vocational qualification called the V-level will be introduced for 16 to 19-year-olds in England. They're set to replace some other qualifications, including BTECs, and will be designed to offer broad subject areas like engineering or digital skills. Our education editor, Bramwyn Jeffries, has more.
This is combi boiler, so we're currently practising for our synopsis.
At Dudley College with...
A manhunt is underway in France for 4 thieves who broke into the Louvre in Paris, stealing priceless royal and imperial jewellery. The raid happened in broad daylight, just after the museum and earrings. Hugh Schofield is outside the Louvre in Paris for us. And morning, Hugh. No, it's a very serious crime, but it sounds like something from a film.
Morning. It does.